Hey everyone, welcome to Millennium Computers online 5-minute tutorial series. Today's course is going to take a look at a couple changes to the report scheduler as of version 4.3.05. So any application version 4.305 or higher is going to notice these couple changes. So the report scheduler, I hope you've had a chance to check it out and begin to make use of it because it is an amazing new feature. But for those of you who are running a higher version, I want to show you a couple of the new features. I'm going to work actually at the site admin level, and this is where I prefer to work when I'm using the report scheduler, but that's not going to be applicable to everyone. You may be working just in one or two applications. Maybe you're sending out scheduled reports for fast finance reporting or fast HR reporting or student, for example. So at the site admin level, the key difference here is I can actually access any application from one place. So it's a real time saver if I do have access to more than one application. I'm going to choose my scheduler option and select Report Scheduler. Now the key difference here is that in the past versions of this feature, you wouldn't be brought to a filter options page. It just would have simply executed the calendar control, and that would have showed you all the different reports and blackouts and upgrades that have been scheduled for every application that you are an administrator on. The difference now is I'm going to be brought to a report scheduler filter options page. And this is pretty cool because it's going to allow me to refine what I'm looking at before I actually load the page. So I can refine this in a couple of ways. If I would like to include an application, I can certainly do that. So let me pick on human resource reporting for now. And keep in mind, if I were to leave this filter control blank, it's going to pull back everything that I have access to. So if you manage a whole bunch of applications, you might want to refine that. Or if you want to see one or two, you can go ahead and put those in. We can also refine this by schedule type. Probably the most common is going to be the report, but you can also look for anywhere that you've applied data refresh, blackout, or upgrade blocks on your calendar. Let me just choose report for now, and then let's execute this report. So here's a look at the application of specifically human resource reporting and schedule type of report. And then obviously, same exact functionality. I can scroll ahead or back. I can click on the Today button to look at today's calendar, or I can click on my calendar control and pick any day, any month, or any year. Now the difference here as well is in previous versions, there used to be checkboxes that would allow you to enable or disable any of the applications you have access to. And that's gone because now, of course, I can filter by that before I even load this page. Some of the key features that have not changed, but I want to just point out are if you see a report with a check mark next to it, obviously that indicates a successful report delivery. I can click on any of these items to view them. If I click on the cell, it's going to list all the activities for that day on the right-hand taskbar. If there happen to be more than one, click in the cell, it's going to list all those in a list. This is important because if you happen to have a day where you had a lot of reports or other items scheduled, it may be too many items to display properly in that date cell. By clicking on that cell, it's going to expand them all out on the right-hand side. Let's go back to filter options for a second. And if I were to remove my filters, let me take out HR, but maybe I want to leave report as my schedule type and re-execute that. If I scroll back a month here, I'm going to see some HR reports, and I'm also going to see some finance reports. So whatever events I have access to and I have scheduled, or my different end users on campus have scheduled, I'm going to see those reports on my calendar at a glance. Again, click on the cell, and it's going to expand out those items on the right-hand taskbar. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.